All we see DC barrel jack being used in many designs, right? So this is the barrel jack which we use, which will be mounted on the PCB. So if you see here, there'll be 3 pins connected. Okay, so we mount the adapter pin to this particular jack and then power up the board. That's how we use this DC power jack, right? So one of the confusion that the designers do have is which is the power pin, which is the ground pin in this DC barrel jack. So this DC barrel jack has this particular symbol. You can see here, this is pin 1 and pin 2 and pin 3 are normally connected, and when we insert the um, power plug into this jack, so these 2 and 3 will be opened. So that's how this DC barrel jack operates. Now, which pin is what and how they are connected? Let us have a look. When we see this is how the pins will be mapped to the symbol. So this is a symbol as we talked, right? So the pin that is there towards the um, plug insertion end will be the first pin here. Okay, and then the one at the end is the second pin and the third pin. So we can also see this in the respective data sheets. Now, which pin to connect to power and which pin to connect to ground? So if you see here, this is the generic symbol and this is how in the schematic we connect. So we connect the second pin of this particular DC barrel jack to ground and the first pin to the power. So as we see here, first pin is pulled out and this will be connected to VCC or whatever, and this will be connected to the ground. Now, this third pin on your circuit can be left open, or we can also connect to a different source than external source and use it by a, a different mechanism rather than being directly connecting to this, right? It will get shorted, right? So generally, to avoid that confusion, we connect this directly to this ground and keep this open. Okay, so that is how we use this particular DC barrel jack. So DC barrel jack will have the inner connection, right, which plugs into this particular pin and gets power through this first pin to the circuit, and the outer part of that plug will be connected to the ground. That's how we connect the DC barrel jack in our schematics. And most people get it wrong, and we see that people, when we plug in, if not checked properly, boards might get shorted and blow up at the first instant itself. We normally see these scenarios while testing, so it is important that we know which pin is what and ensure that we plug in the correct plug into this DC barrel jack so that power and ground are not shorted. So for a designer, it is very important that before connecting the plug or after connecting the plug without giving the power, we need to ensure that ground and supply are separated properly and there is no short. Hope this helps you to connect the DC barrel jack in your schematics. Please post if you have any questions. Thank you.